Any other discussion before we give emails and names and try to get a hold of contacts and maybe decide whether to have another meeting? I envision we do this maybe once a month, once every 2 months, just so that we can meet together and come up with an idea, at least how to keep Senator Lieberman accountable, because I'm sure within a month or two there's going to be more issues dealing with the war in Iraq, dealing with threats to join another party, dealing with a whole lot of issues supporting President Bush. He may even be kissed again. State of the Union address is coming up. We'll see if the kiss happens again.
It'll be a hit
The last time when the president spoke, there was a shout out. The only person he mentioned, there was a great shout out to Senator Lieberman. He didn't mention anybody else. So there's a very close relationship there.
And I saw Tim Russert interview McCain in the afternoon on MSNBC prior to the State of the Union, and McCain also said,
right, McCain said
that the Connecticut voters did not reject Lieberman. That means they are not rejecting the escalation policy.
They used our election as saying majority of Connecticut people support.
That's why I decided to come down here.
That's what McCain said. Tim Russert was on our campus at Fairfield in 2005, and early I made a prediction. I said it was going to be Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama against John McCain and Condoleezza Rice. I'm taking Condoleezza out of the equation. I'm going with Joe Lieberman. I think it's going to be McCain and Lieberman. Everybody's angling that way. They travel together. They speak out on the issues together. He's no longer a Democrat. Remember, he's asked to be an I now. So I've still seen the ID on different places. He's asked to be an I. He's just like Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders is an independent who happens to caucus with the Democrats. Yeah, right. He's not like Bernie Sanders. And Senator Lieberman is an independent now who wants to caucus with the Democrats. So
I thought the I was for ignorant.
McCain and Lieberman. All right. Hearing no further discussion, does anybody have anything they want to say before we...
Why can't we insist that he go by his true party label?
That would be a great one.
What's this I stuff?
It's embarrassing to him. He doesn't want his colleagues to say, I'm from Connecticut for Lieberman, because it's pretty vain. It's the first political party in history dedicated to one person.
Right.
He used it as a vehicle, even though he promised he would start a party. He had no intention of all starting the party. So he doesn't want to go by CFL. But if you look at the electoral outcomes, the CFL, you're right, he turned his back on the party that got him there. He turned his back on our party.
First he turned his back on the Democrats, and then he turned his back on CFL.
Okay. For whatever reason, he does not want to be CFL. He doesn't want to start the party. He doesn't want to join the 25 to 29 people who signed and said, I will start the party. They don't want to start the party. So we're going to hear from, tell me your name again, Robin is going to talk a little bit, see if anybody wants to sign the letter she has. And then we're going to give Sue on a piece of paper, everybody who wants to be in contact, their name, their address, their phone number, and their email. And we'll probably call a meeting within a month or 2 months. Now we've decided, once and for all, the chairman of the Connecticut Lieberman Party. It was 5-1. I beat Mr. Stuart Corchin. I thank you very much for your vote of confidence. Stuart was here tonight, and he has invited me to his meeting, August 9th, at his house. I guess I'll go since I'm the chairman of Connecticut Lieberman. I'll have to show up and go to his meeting, but be interesting. I'll go, yeah.
Well, I think we should officially call a meeting at his house.
Yeah, August 9th, right. All right, any other comments before we hear from Robin and we adjourn?
Are there going to be recorded minutes of this meeting?
We got recorded everything. We got
video, baby.
Sanford Avenue here.
We don't need no pencil and paper. We got
that thing has been
video.
running. Yeah, I'm going to send out minutes. I'm going to send out a score of the votes, what we had, the outcome. There'll be a press release to the major media, and I'll send it out tomorrow.
All right, as we said, maybe we should establish some sort of communication with Senator Lieberman's office.
Nobody else gets
Put their general contact on your email list. Every time you send it out to CFL members, it goes to them.
All right.
We're serious about holding you accountable, Senator.
All right. Robin, anything you want to say before we adjourn the meeting?
Okay, very briefly, I handed out this letter to a lot of people. The purpose of it is that we would like to get as many signatures as we can, and then it's an open letter to Lieberman. I've written him many letters to his website, and I never get a good answer from him. I just get a form back, if anything at all. I'm very frustrated. So this says basically everything I want to say to Lieberman in this letter, and I'm sure most of you would concur with what I've said. I've co-wrote it with a friend of mine, Ann Galloway. We have our email addresses on it. So if you want, just contact us, and there's a The opening paragraph says, just give us a name if there's a relevant title, and the town you're from. And in the next week or two, if we get enough signatures, we're going to start submitting it to Connecticut newspapers.
You might want to ask, you might want to ask Matt, if there's a front page or My Left Nutmeg, put it on there, and have it
Well, that would be
online.
great.
so you-
Yeah.
That would be terrific. Is he
Just
here?
preaching to the choir there. It's right there.
All right.
Oh, I gave it to you, right? So if you want to put it
All right,
on.
anybody want to make a final comment before we adjourn?
What's
Send
being
an
done with the
electronic
website?
version.
Pardon?
I do not own the website. Neil Fink, I
electronic
believe, owns the Connecticut website. He was really way ahead of the game. He said that since Connecticut Lieberman was a fake party, he jumped in and got the domain name.
Yeah.
And so I'll have to meet up with Neil Fink to see if he'll post some of our stuff and keep, the basic thing you're trying to do is keep a fake party real.
Right.
And he has the website, and maybe he'll post some things from our party. I'm sure he will. I just have to meet him. I don't know who he is. And
Yeah, I think Neil said that he would give you the ownership of the domain, and
Okay.
then you take the hosting to wherever you want. He's quite busy with his business
Business.
to run a
All right.
website, but we do have people lined up who do want to volunteer.
all right,
Right,
thanks.
'cause that's where we should post, obviously, the minutes, our goals and all that.
Can we think about having an annual fundraising dinner?
Yeah, we could.
Do a
All the
barbecue.
goodies. I paid for the room. Connecticut Bob reserved the room and fundraiser, potluck or something.
Right, yeah.
Any ideas? Where, how to do it?
Do you want me to treasure the party and file all the reports?
No.
You can, for the next meeting,
That's the fundraiser.
for the next meeting, you can be our social chairperson and come up with some ideas.
Oh,
But
yeah.
remember, we gotta keep
I want
the money low.
I want gear.
You want gear? Oh, yeah, Connecticut Lieberman shirts, Connecticut.
Cafe Press.
I see that.
I got
All right.
I got 950 ordered for Senate.
Yeah. Those are worthless. No, they're collector's items, right? Yeah.
John, is the party going to adopt a broader platform, say, on environmental issues, on taxes?
We'll have to see where it goes. This is an experiment in democracy. Nobody has ever taken over a fake party from an incumbent senator and tried to turn it into a mechanism of power.
So thank you for doing this.
Yeah, Richard said this is like the Daily Show or the Colbert Report, except, thank you, except there are real consequences. And we're doing all this in good fun, but when there's a story in the New York Times about us trying to keep Senator Lieberman accountable, when there's a story about us that as citizens we're really upset about his stands on the issues, that makes a difference. Because without us saying it, it's going to appear in the mainstream press. Everybody in Connecticut loves Lieberman. He got 50% of the vote. He's the great guy, and we just have to keep active. So I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. It was an experiment in people-powered democracy. I want to thank everybody who made it possible, and keep in touch. Give Sue your name, address, email, phone number.
You have to have a motion to adjourn. Come on now, you got this Robert's Rules of Order.
These honorary members, boy, they're really uppity. What official member? Motion to adjourn?
I move we adjourn.
Thank you. I second it. Any discussion? All those in favor of adjourning, the 6 members? All right. We are officially adjourned. Thanks for coming out tonight.